Okay, this is BAZAZ. This is going to be a sad video for any of you watching that used to play with gear like this, and this. Out of all that, the only thing that anybody that was kind of old school would recognize is probably this. If you really look at some of these, especially the hand-to-hand, the damage, the guarding skill, the hand-to-hand skill, it's insanity. They put most of that stuff in there on the last update, and I'm about to do Fafnir because they're pretty much handing them away. And I actually don't have black belt on this character, so I'm going to sadly 3-box this. You will see this is extremely easy. I'm using all 3 characters. It's not too hard at all compared to what it used to be. I'm just trying to get everybody lined up because I always forget. It's been so long and doing this with the question mark. What I'm going to try to do is essentially just get sneak attack and feint up with the thief from behind, and then try to kill it. It of course will terror. Terror still lands quite a bit. You saw that I got TH8 up. Really anything past TH8 is not a big enough boost to really worry about. I'm going to buff a little bit. I didn't even haste myself. Maybe get a skill chain off here before it terrors one of my characters. You know, this is... You really don't even need to bring a mage to this stuff. It's that simple now. Maybe if I get terrored and I do a Nidhog, it'd be nice to have it, but as you guys know, Nid's not much worse than Faf. Alright, let me do another weapon skill here. You can see a lot of these weapon skills just do huge damage. This is the merit weapon skill, and believe it or not, I've only got 1 out of the possible 5 levels I can put into it. Just haven't put the time into it. I haven't been playing a lot lately, and at the time didn't want to take away Last Stand, but I'll probably consider that pretty soon. So we're almost got this guy killed here. I think I've only cured a couple times, and it's just real simple. The character's stunned right now, so the only one hitting it's the thief. I guess I can weapon skill on him and speed this a little bit. This used to be the absolute, epitome of what Final Fantasy XI was. Everybody camped Fafnir. It dropped Riddle, which I still have never seen drop on this character. Had it on one of my other characters, but you just nothing would drop it. You wanted all the good stuff, and of course they had the possibility of Nidhogg, who back in the day dropped things like A body and stuff, which now comes from a lot of different places. So I'm going to at least pop 1 Nidhogg here in this video. I'm just hoping to get the body for black belt so I can be done with it. I guess I'll do that next so you guys can see it. Right now I'm just going through the other characters' passing stuff, waiting for the question mark to appear. It appears after about a minute, I believe is the time on it anyway. It seems like it's shorter lately, like they made it faster. There's currently a login campaign. If you continue to log on every single day, it will give you, all sorts of good stuff, points, and you can buy it. And a lot of the things that you're buying is these question mark pops for the new way that they do Faf and Nidhogg, which again, with that whole theory of if you're watching this in your old school, this mob used to spawn once every. It had a window of 3 hours, and it was basically between 21 and 24 hours from when it last spawned. People used to try to hold it and keep it in time zones so people could make it off of work and stuff like that. And then I believe it was after 3 days, 4 days, something like that, it had a chance of spawning the HQ. To be honest with you, I don't remember all the exacts. You can look that up on BG Wiki or FFXI, however you want to look it up, whatever you use to look things up, if you don't recall, and I obviously don't because it's been a while. So they made it so you had to do the 99 Kindred Seal battles, and you would get a 100% chance to pop, for in this case Fafnir, Well, then they decided that we're going to do this login campaign. Oh, excuse me. So you would pop the normal quality, and you've got a 10 or 15% chance, depending on where you read, of getting the HQ pop from killing a regular Fafnir. So this one I bought just because it was super cheap. It was like a mil, and these days money is really nothing. So in the day of rare EX gear, I mean, there's not much to do with your money. Anyway, so you have a chance to get the HQ pop, and you could sell that or pop it. I'm really only here to get the black belt items, so we'll see. So anyway, going back to the login campaign, they made it so you can get a Moogle suit and some other things, a lot of different sea and sky pops, and then they also made it so you could buy pops for these instead of having to use your kindred seals, which you can probably guess most people don't actually have kindred seals. They added new tiers, and in the new tiers of mobs, they drop high kindred crests and stuff like that. So you just don't see as much kindred seals as much. Now they did make it so you can trade in 3 high kindred crests or 3 beastman seals in order to get kindred seals. There's an NPC that does that for you now, but it's just the ratio is real bad. How much room do you have? You trade, it's etc. etc. So anyway, everybody's obsessed over doing the D ring, which thanks to a couple friends. Oh, I apparently was TPing in my weapon skill set. I already have, as you can see here. Thank you, to those who helped me, get that a while back. And hopefully we can get some stuff out of this Nidhog here on this video. That would be really nice. These days there's not a lot to do in the game. They came out with the new expansion SOA. There's not a lot to do. People do delve over and over again, and with a decent link shell, we kind of beat it before they even made it easier. There's not a lot for us to do other than to farm points through that system. It's just repetitive, so we're a lot of running around, being silly. I mean, we're at a stage where people are making mythics just because it's funny, or on their mule because the only good one would be the Bard Dagger or whatnot, until Square Enix decides to upgrade the relics and mythics and NPs like they said that they would. There's not much to do outside of a very few limited set of events, and delve gets quite boring quite fast, and you have to rely on with the nerf you probably have to rely on at least 12 people being competent. Alright, we got the worm beard, which is what we were here for. The rest I don't really care about. In legs, whatever. I'll probably pop all the Fafnirs just to see if I get a riddle. I'll flip this thing on or let you guys know if I got a riddle. That is about it. That was the last item I needed for the 3 kings for black belt, so I'm kind of glad that that's over. But now I've got to go back and get like all the rams and stuff like that, and of course new. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to show you how easy it was. I mean, I'm talking and sitting back. I'm not doing much, just kind of meleeing. So it's real simple these days, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And if you are old school, I miss you guys. If not, get back on here and let's do some shit. Thanks, bye.